Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I'm Tommy Burton, and today's album is simply called Wilco. Wilco the album by the band Wilco. Funny enough, this is their 7th studio album. Now, a lot of people know Wilco as the band that sort of rose from the remains of Uncle Tupelo, which was Jeff Tweedy and Jay Farrar, the early purveyors of alt music, alt Americana music, kind of a country rock thing. But, Wilco to me has kind of been more of the sort of rock pop side of it, whereas Sun Volt kind of explored more the country side. And so that's the difference between those two. This album was released on June 30th, 2009. And just before the album was released, it was streamed on their website. It was recorded or nominated for a Grammy for Best Americana Album. And there's the back of it where it says the album, Wilco the album. Also has Wilco the song. But this was an interesting album. It followed their 6th album, Sky Blue Sky, that came out in 2007. They had spent 2 years touring behind that album. And so they had started playing some new songs and went in to record it. This was recorded in Neil Finn's Roundhead Studios in New Zealand. And, they were just kind of in unison with trying to make some really, really solid songs, which I think has always been Wilco's sort of calling card, is just, good songs. But I think the secret weapon of Wilco, and particularly on this album, is guitarist Nels Cline. Nels Cline is such an interesting player. He never plays what you can kind of predict or think, which is what makes him such an interesting player. And so he adds sort of sonically to these just fantastic songs written by Jeff Tweedy. He adds this sort of element of surprise and interesting sort of tidbits and goodies. And it just makes the album just just ear candy almost. To listen to Nels play, I think Nels Cline is just one of the more interesting guitarists in music right now. And the stuff he chooses to play just goes far outside of what a lot of people do. Just a phenomenal guy, and he's not showy, or it's not all about technique. It's about the sound and the song. One of the biggest themes of this album is sort of this acceptance of uncertainty of life. There's a line in the song "Deeper Down." I adore the meaninglessness of this we can't express. And so the album is not just dark, but it's a nice balance of dark and light. A song like Bull Black Nova is written from this point of view of a guy who just killed his girlfriend. And then there's this sort of duet, You and I, that is just this beautiful song about two lovers just trying to keep it together. And so it was just, it walks this tightrope of these sort of nice, pleasant songs, and it keeps everything just held together with this, these beautiful melodies, interesting players like Nels doing just sort of interesting things, and it comes together for a very, very solid listening experience. And so Wilco's one of those bands I think is kind of, you hear about them and they've got so many fans and people that love what they do, and it's hard to know where to begin. I think this album is a great jumping off point, because you've got those sort of epic albums like Yankee Hotel Foxtrot that you hear so much about. But this album is just a good, solid collection of songs, and it holds up. It's one of those albums you can put on just about any time, anywhere, and be in the mood to listen to it. And so I adore this album. I think it's a great album. It's a great effort from Wilco. Just good music. So Wilco the album, today's daily record. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's TommyBurton75. I love interacting with you guys. But in the meantime, I will see you all again tomorrow with another Daily Record.